I think they should firstly start writing. You know, if you want to become a singer, you should sing. If you want to become an artist, you should paint. But if you want to be a writer, you should write. First step is you cannot keep thinking of being a writer. You cannot keep thinking that one day I'll write a masterpiece. You just have to write and practice and practice.
Write lots and lots and lots and lots every single day without fail. It's like breathing. Nothing is going to do you more good than continuously writing. And really, when you're young and you're starting out like that, it has to be regular. It has to be as good of quality stuff as you can produce, and on whatever it is that you can think of to write about.
I think because I used to be an editor, I plan my books very carefully, and so I write out what's called a chapter breakdown, which is like a list of the chapters and what I think is going to happen in each chapter. And these books generally have about 8 chapters in them, so I have a chapter 1, chapter 2, etc., with a little paragraph about what's going to happen in each chapter. I generally get to about chapter 3 before it's all gone completely the wrong way round, and but even though the plan doesn't always fit completely, I do stick to it, and I find it very much easier to do it that way.
Write for the sake of writing, not for the sake of selling books. Even now, even though I have a book out, I'm not interested. I mean, I'm not looking to sell books. I'm looking to share a story. And if that's your purpose of writing, then I think you're halfway there, because the emotion with which the story comes through is very, very different.
Write shorter pieces first. In fact, many people don't know this, but even before the first book, I wrote short stories. Somewhere in the archives, you will find my stories for the South China Morning Post, Young Post. It was for children, and you know, I just did it because a book is a big commitment, and I thought, let me do a small stories. So you practice and then go from there.
The web is littered with people who gave up too soon. Of blogs that you go back and you can see there was some real amazing stuff in it, but the writer they gave up at some point. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is really about those who give up and those who don't give up and those who do.
And when people are moved by your story, whether you share it on the internet, the more people that are moved by your story, the more people out there want that story to be published. So without much effort, that book will get published with less effort from yourself.
There's a few kind of fundamental principles that I think puts you, a long way down the road to getting your story right or getting your writing right. And often it's just kind of working out, what is the story I want to tell, and which bits of this story are relevant to that, and then and then going on with it.